Rahul Gandhi. Sorry. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So my name is Abbas, and today I'm going to show a very fantastic tool, role play in a ALT account. Okay. So first and foremost, I would like to call the advocate, the senior advocate, Supreme Court, with Alfia Verma. Please play for me.
Thank you, sir, for inviting me. Thank you.
So now next, I would like to call. He is a very popular person and he is a very famous personality in the whole world. So now I would like to call Mr. So now I would like to call the former Chief Minister of Delhi. So please come. Please come.
Mr. Kejriwal.
Please.
नमस्कार दिल्ली वासियों, थैंक यू सर।
All right, everybody. So now I'm going to call the retired judge of Supreme Court. Please clap for her.
Very first, I would like to welcome Mr. Kejriwal in हमारी अदालत.
Thank you, ma'am, for calling me.
Very first, I would like to know, even our public want to know about the development of Delhi in your tenure when you are the government, when your party is the ruling party in Delhi. So please tell us.
Okay, ma'am. As we seen have in the past year or recent years, the situation of the Delhi is very rough, as it will be the subject of pollution or the public transport or the metro infrastructure and the development of the authorities like Delhi Development Authority, Delhi Engineering Department, etc. We have developed a good infrastructure for the people who are living in Delhi, and we have provided to free electricity the people residing there, and we have given apartments to the poor who are living in slums, and the public transport are free for females, so they can go anywhere, and we have provided a police constable in the Delhi transport bus. They could be safe there, and we have also provided the good infrastructure for the roads like buildings, apartments, and the coaching center. We have managed very well, and the MCD will provide a good authority for the drainage system and all the problems faced by students in recent past years.
It's very good to listen that you have taken very.
Kejriwal Zindabad!
It's very good to listen that you have taken so many steps in about the women's safety and the students and manners very well. But recent days there are very famous. It's about each and every season about the pollution. When about the Delhi, everyone is concerning about the Delhi's pollution, the air we are breathing in. What the step you have taken in that direction? We would like to know.
Ma'am, look, the situation in Delhi is very tough and very critical. So we have banned the 10-year-old vehicles. It's necessary. People can't breathe. Our children are falling sick. That's why we have stopped the vehicles older than 10 years. It's necessary steps we had taken.
Mr. Kejriwal, I understand your concern, but the constitution doesn't allow for the government to confiscate private property without any due process. You can't just ban the vehicles overnight. There has to be a clear legal pathway.
Ma'am, when the air is poisonous, will you take an action before breathing, or you are going to file PIL before breathing?
No one is denying the urgency of the Mr. Chief Minister, but laws cannot be made in panic. If you bypass the law, it sets a dangerous precedent. Today it's vehicles, tomorrow it might be homes. Right? It is a matter of fundamental rights.
And what about the right to life? Is in the constitution. It is also written that we have right to raise our wife. That we have do the such kind of things.
I appreciate your emotions, sir, but Policy cannot be run on emotions alone. You need data, consultation, and legality. You must provide compensation after alternative or phase the policy in. That's how the government works, as per my knowledge.
And governance means courage. It's not about all the sitting like in AC room and reading the law books. The governance is also means that we have to do something. People voted us to support them, to protect them from any problem.
Mr. Kejriwal, even the Supreme Court said environmental laws must be proportionate. You cannot penalize the auto driver who saved for years to buy his vehicle. You blanket ban affects livelihoods without a proper compensation scheme. Don't you think there must be a proper compensation scheme after banning the vehicles?
Yes, we are aware. That's why we are providing we are claiming that we are providing electric vehicles. We are promoting electric vehicle subsidy. That's why we are giving 30,000 money to auto drivers so they can't face any problem.
I respect that initiative, but you are punishing the wrong people. The real polluters are industrial and operating unchecked. Why not shut down first instead of targeting common people on the roads?
We have already shut down the 1200 factories almost, and some upgraded to PNGs in Delhi. That's so there will be less pollution the public is facing.
Fair point, sir, but show me the data. Is it recent or it is from an independent source, any government resource? You can't create panic based on outdated or politically motivated studies.
You want data? Here is the data from IIT Kanpur, not dependent. It's independent report, not by BJP, not by AAP, not any other political party. It has written that many vehicles are forming the pollution in Delhi. 40% of the vehicles are forming the pollution in Delhi. They are responsible for the Delhi pollution, and we have taken tough steps for them.
I'm not against the action, Mr. Kejriwal, but I am against arbitrary action. The way this was implemented, overnight bans, no hearing, no clear notification, it violates the Article 14 and 19, which is the Part 3rd, the fundamental rights of the Constitution. People deserve fairness. People, it's their right, which Constitution provide them.
I agree with you, ma'am, but sometimes we have to act first in a crisis. But we can't wait the paperwork of 6 months, like 1 year, and people who are voted us to give a good thing to them. We can't wait a committee report for 1 year or 6 months, like we can't wait for them.
And that's danger as per my guess. It's like more like an emergency style governance. Today it's pollution, tomorrow it could be speech, privacy or business. Law is the only shield citizens have. You cannot take it taken away with good intentions.
Law should stop. Law should provide to protect them, not to stop their survivals. Law is made for people to give them good things. If the law can deny their judgments or their problems, they can't solve it. Then change the law.
You are saying about the changing the fundamental rights, the Part 3rd of the Constitution, sir?
No, ma'am, I'm not talking about the changing fundamental rights. I only talked about the situations created in the Delhi for people. They are tough to take a good air quality. So we are banning 10-year-old diesel vehicles and upgraded the factory industries and shut down 1200 almost factories and shifted them to Noida, Gurugram, etc.
It is very good that you also have taken steps in closing the factories and big, but the vehicle, the amount of pollution the vehicle don't produce the amount of pollution produced by the factories these days. So don't you think a person is driving a vehicle from the past 10 years, or it is the only earning source, and he is the only person the earning in the family? What about that when they will not able to eat? They have no earning sources. What about do you have provided any earning sources instead of when you ban the vehicles, they don't have any source to earn?
Yes, ma'am. We have provided them CNG vehicles, LNG vehicles. They are promoting electric vehicles. We have given subsidy to them, almost 30,000 to every auto driver. That's why they can afford it and change their vehicle for diesel, petrol.
Is it on paper or just ground reality?
You can
I would like to know that.
You have to see it, ma'am. But if you have to come in Delhi to see it.
I would come, but there are 30,000. But the vehicles banned in Delhi, about old 10-year-old vehicles, it is more than just 30,000 because it is Delhi. There is the auto drivers, there is the tourists are coming, and it also can face the lack of vehicles in the Delhi. It can also create, because instant nobody can purchase the new vehicles, and everybody is not able to purchase the vehicle when the person is living just to earn and eat, and to for their families to just the auto drivers earning is just for their they are just living on it. They are not saving anything. They are not improving any the lifestyle of their. What about this? They are just they would be on the road in some days if you are bringing the policy like this on the overnight policies.
I agree with you, ma'am. But you have to come with us hospital, talk to doctors. Then you see why we had no options instead that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Listen to me very fast.
I have heard all the things. I give the judgment next day.